is it kind of making us wealthier? Is it making us more productive, like healthier kind of stuff? And there is some like benefit in there. Like one of the good things with data mining is when you get a recommendation for an ad on Facebook, it's often something you actually want and value. And this is something that's not acknowledged, not kind of my left side, but targeting marketing is a really good thing because there are, I don't know, a million products out there. 99% of them I don't want. I don't want to. And the thing is, if they're shown to me, it's a waste of everyone's time. Like time is the one resource you never get back, you know? So I want to see things that I want. And also if there's something valuable to me that I don't know exist, I want to know about it. Like, I don't know, one of the podcast advertisers about those automatic toothbrush, like I always forget to change my toothbrush heads. Now they come in the mail to me automatic. And it's like, it's actually a thing that I value. It's made my life better. So there is like a bit of a side. It is important to remember that the social media stuff, these other things have both upsides and costs. It is a mix. Overall, in terms of in-person interaction, I would be very, very negative on social media, pretty much across the board, and especially TikTok and Twitter. Once again, there are good things that come out of this, especially like with the big good thing would be the information sharing stuff, where all of a sudden you can in 30 minutes learn how to make balloon animals, or you can learn how to like change your drain and change your car, stuff like that. Democratization of information is really great. But the big harm is coming from people not having structure and how they interact with it. For example, let's say that every time that you're kind of bored and have nothing to do, you check Twitter. Well, boredom is actually really important. What boredom is it's your brain telling you you're doing something that doesn't have value. You should switch to doing something that does have value, if that makes sense. Because like, if you just keep doing something that's worthless, like you're just digging a hole, like to eventually like in the wrong area, and you just keep digging for hours and days, well, wasting resources kills you. So your brain's evolved to say, hey, this is probably useless. You should stop and try something else. But you can miscalibrate that. What if every single time you spend more than 30 seconds doing something boring, you check Twitter? Well, all of a sudden, you can't focus. There have been lots of studies showing this, that Twitter use and the like actually decreases your ability to focus on things. It decreases your ability to like think deeply, think well, interact positively with the world. There's also the issues of only seeing the most positive parts of people's lives on social media and not seeing them mess up, and they're kind of comparing yourself to them. There's a bunch of really negative stuff, but it's also, the answer isn't ban all social media forever. It's use it intelligently. Like, let's say Twitter, just to be the big scapegoat in the room. If you're a business, especially one that is pushing like a podcast or something, that all you want to do is get this in front of people, Twitter can have a lot of value. But how would you use it most effectively? You wouldn't just randomly sit there on a toilet and scroll through Twitter. What you would do is entirely delete the app from your phone, because their apps are way more effective, like way more gamified than their like computer interface. So only access Twitter on your computer. Maybe have like a set time or some set chunks of the day where it's like, hey, I'm going to spend 30 minutes on Twitter for this bit, and then be totally off for the rest of the day, or things like that, where you can try to get some of the good, but reducing the bad. Like on Facebook, the most dangerous part of Facebook is that infinite news scrolling feed, where it's, if you keep scrolling, they will have more interesting things for you to see. But maybe like there's a soccer meetup in Columbus that I've occasionally gone to, and they organize on Facebook. I'm like, I want to know when the next soccer game is. So what you can do is just don't go to your page with the scrolling feed, only go directly to the group, or even put in a plugin that like blocks the scrolling feed entirely. So there's a lot of workarounds where you can try to get the benefits of social media while reducing the cost. And I think that what's going to happen in this long term is it's going to be a bit of like a division of society. There are going to be some people that take the positive of social media and become incredibly productive and effective. And then there's going to be a group that are just, I don't want to say enslaved by it, but just are weakened by it. Like a little bit, they're led by social media instead of them like taking charge of their lives.